And we're live. Good. Good morning, interwebs. It is currently 10 a.m. in the UK. I have not been to sleep, which is always a healthy thing to decide to do, and I need to get some baking done. So if I'm going to be standing in here for a few hours, might as well film it. First of all, bread machine, because we need to make bread. 2 loaves of it, in fact. Yes, 2 loaves of bread. One of which in there, the other one in here. I should probably get my webcam up so I can see if I'm actually in frame or dropping frames, as it were. So, bread. And also that needs to be cleaned. That needs to be cleaned. Just give it a touch of dish soap, tiny little drip, and then a load of water. Cool. And I'll leave that to soak for a bit. I don't want the background noise right now. Right. Bread. What the? How did you just turn on? Huh? Okay. We're not thinking about that right now. What we're thinking about is bread. Bready bread McBredison's. Bready bread McBredison's bread. Bit of dust. Oh God. With everything turned off, I can actually hear the fans on that laptop ramping up. Ugh. CPU usage is fine. How hot is the CPU getting? Is that why we drop frames? Do we overheat? It's only at 74, which for a thin and light laptop is pretty normal, I guess. Anyway, flour. This is Allison's all-purpose white bread flour. It's strong white bread flour. I don't know what the strength of whiteness in flour means, but it doesn't matter. How much do I need again? I can never remember this recipe. 500 grams. Okay. $500 grams. $400. $500. Leave that out because I'm going to need more. Right, 500 grams. Dash of salt. Some sugar. Quite a bit of sugar. I like my ciabatta sweet. If you disagree, that's fine. Right. Sugar, what else do I need? Olive oil, water, yeast. Yeah, 5 ingredient bread. Olive oil. Yeast, where are you? I should do this by weight, really. I don't want to waste it. 1 tablespoon. Okay, fine. 8 grams. 8 grams. This is fast action yeast. You're supposed to rehydrate it, but it doesn't really make a difference with bread. Okay, 9 grams. Probably around 8.5. These scales only go in single digits. They don't do points of a gram. They're not that accurate. If I want points of a gram, I need to go and get my turntable scales. They'll give me points. Down to a 100th of a gram, in fact. Those are stupidly accurate scales. And now I need 300 ml of water. I'll use my filtered water for once. Why not? Let's use filtered water. Gets out all the chemical taste of tap water at least. That's 400 ml, so I'm going to be wasting some of this. I could just put it back in, filter it. Right. I do water by weight. Water, depending on the atmosphere and sea level, it's usually 1 milliliter to 1 gram, okay? A kilo of water is usually 1 liter. So you can get pretty accurate measurements by doing it by weight. Right. Now, what did I just say? I'm going to refilter it. There we go. Now, that's the ciabatta, the Italian bread. That'll be my sandwich bread for the week. Put that in there. Tell it I'm making Italian and leave it alone for 4.5 hours. Yeah, okay, that machine's not that fast. Then again, most of that 4.5 hours is just waiting for it to rise. What am I doing? Okay. And now for real bread. Bread in a bread pan bread. Proper man's bread. This will be for tonight. My little meal that I'm going to attempt to make. I found a recipe for leftover lasagna bread. I have no idea how it works. All I saw was the picture. But the first thing I need in order to make it is bread. I already have the second thing, which is the lasagna. It needs eating. I defrosted it 2 days ago. So it's not going to last too much longer. Right. So, for this bread, I will use a different recipe. Let's see. Where is... Not rye bread. Where is it? I don't want rye bread. There you are. The white loaf. The white loaf. It's about as neutral a bread as you can get. And it starts with 550 grams of flour. Yeah, it's a big bread pan. It's probably right. $550 grams of flour. I feel like I'm being slightly more entertaining than normal. I'm at that point of sleep deprivation where I'm just really hyper for no good reason. You ever get that point of sleep deprivation where you're just really full of energy when you shouldn't be? I get that point. Right. 550 grams of flour. A whole 2 teaspoons of sugar. Oh, wow. 2 teaspoons of sugar. Now, this isn't ciabatta this time, so I will actually do it properly. 1, 2. This isn't a teaspoon, but it's also not a tablespoon. It's somewhere between. So I just use half of that. That's roughly a teaspoon. A whole 1.5 tablespoons of yeast. So that would be 12 grams. Would that be 12 grams? Where did I put the yeast? Did anyone... There we go. Anyone see me put the yeast down? Hey. 0. Thank you. 12 grams. Right, put this in the fridge so it doesn't all die. Once you expose yeast to the air, it does slowly die. It will still die in the fridge, but it will die slower. Right. 15 grams of olive oil. It's measured in grams. Why? 15 grams of olive oil. That doesn't look like enough. No, 25. Wrong bit of the recipe. 25 grams of olive oil. And 360 ml of water. 360 ml of water. There we go. Didn't miss anything, did I? Salt. I missed the salt. That is our white loaf, which I now have to put this back on the right page. There we go. Which I now have to mix together and leave to rise for at least 40 minutes in somewhere warm. And the only warm place I have right now is either on top of the laptop or in the cupboard underneath the laptop where my boiler is. Which is still on! I didn't turn off my boiler. How much electricity have I used? Oh, okay, so I haven't actually been to bed, but I've not been that busy overnight. I'm only at £4 so far. That's not terrible. I've had both my computers on, and the fan and the lights, and I've been busy benchmarking things. Okay, yeah, the boiler hasn't used that much. Oh, should I whisk it together? I've been waiting for an opportunity to test this out. I found it in a free pile outside someone's house. There's a guy renovating his house, and every time I walk past, there's just a new thing in a pile of stuff. Should I whisk it? Let's whisk it. Oh yeah, that works. Kind of. It's just immediately too. Ah, it's immediately over talking it. Okay. No whisks for me. I have been waiting for an opportunity to use this, and I guess that isn't today. Want to get off the whisk? Really? Can you just get off the whisk? Give me a fork. Give me a fork. Get off my whisk. Oh, it's all gummy. It's all gummy. That's what you get for trying to use a whisk. That's what you get for trying to use a whisk. Let's use a spoon. And put that back in there. And that doesn't look like anywhere near enough water. Seriously? Maybe I should have had this thing mix it. At least it's got a proper beating stick. Just stir it like a witch's cauldron. Oh, that is way too thick. That can't be right. Well, kind of looks like bread. You know what? Use my hands. I use my hands. You're supposed to use your hands for bread making and kneading dough. Okay, hands are washed. Let's use my hands. And here comes all of my sensory issues. Ugh. You spend years desensitizing yourself to the idea of icky, sticky hands, and then you go and try and make bread. Ugh. Ugh. My brain just does not agree with my hand feeling like this. Oh, God. Okay, come on. Incorporate. Stick. Dry out a little. You're too sticky in places and you're too dry in others. Come on. Oh, bit of flour all the way over there. Come on. Don't want a mess. We're not here to make a mess. Or are we here to make a mess? Are we here to make a mess? Come on. Okay. That's probably as mixed together as I could have hoped for. I'm going to go and wash my hand now because, ugh. Bacon. Bacon. Not bacon, baking. Ugh. Wash my hands, they still feel all sticky. Love that. Absolutely love that. Anyway, drizzle of olive oil on top. Completely unnecessary, but I like to do it. And tea towel. Leave it on top of the bread machine for at least a couple hours. So that's the fun part of the stream over, I guess. Nah, not really. We're not done. But that is the immediate fun part. Now you get to watch me absolutely mess up making something for breakfast. What am I eating? That's a good question. What am I eating for breakfast? Am I even eating breakfast? Yeah, I'll eat breakfast. What do I eat? What do I eat? It's a good question, considering I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing right now. But that's all right. You can do a lot with nothing. Let's make an egg and cheese bath. That'll do. Frying pan. I haven't washed it yet. Okay, different frying pan. Different frying pan. One that isn't going to be an issue. Should I just fry them in the skillet? I've done it before. Should I just fry them in the skillet? Put that right there and pray. It works-ish. I mean, it would keep them the right size. Yeah, okay, let's fry them in the skillet. I've done it before, I know it works, it's safe. Well, it's not safe, but it can be done, is the point. So, what we want is the tiniest bit of oil. Seriously, the tiniest. We do not want this thing spitting at me. Yeah, that's probably too much. That is almost certainly too much. And now, before I start having repeats of a few days ago with oil, make sure it's completely coating the pan. Pan? It's a tiny little 4-inch. Okay, fine. Turn on that fan so we have some extraction going, and get this bit ready. Don't lose a finger. Try not to anyway. Give me some cheese. Give me some cheese. You grown mold yet? No, good. Is this a chopping board? No. Am I using it as one? Yes. Do I care? No. Should you? No. Unless I slice right through the eggs. Okay, the oil is already smoking. Wow, that did not take long. It is a small pan. The oil is already smoking. I haven't even had time to crack an egg yet. Okay, egg cracking with Daniel. Let's do it. Oh, don't be one of those eggs. It's one of those eggs. It's split. Up yours, egg. Now, the immediate issue that you've probably noticed, I can only fry one of these at a time. That's not a big issue. Oh, it's getting warm already. I need another tea towel. I need another tea towel because there's water everywhere. Am I going mad, or is that egg the wrong colour? No, that's just the oil. That's just the oil. turn that on to deal with the smoke. Oh yeah, that deals with the smoke. Oh, that's getting hot. That's getting hot. Oh, gonna end up burning that. Come on. Cook for me, you beautiful little thing. Or burn for me, more like it is burning now. Now, I already cleaned you. Why are you back in the sink? Yeah, it's on fire. It's burnt. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Tiny bit black, but it's fine. Stop it. I'm going to set off the building's fire alarm again, aren't I? Frying an egg. Frying an egg. Really? Right, it's cooked. It's done. That's it. Problem done. Dealt with. That's one egg. Okay, let's try another. No, not hard enough. Just frying an egg. Okay, I've got my industrial sized fan on just to keep the smoke moving into my flat this time. Let's cook this one on a lower heat, maybe. Anyway, that one's done. Give it some barbecue sauce. Yeah. Bit of barbecue sauce. Fold it over, eat that bit. Okay, slightly burnt, bit of charcoal, no big deal. No big deal, bit of charcoal, big deal. Big deal, actually. Yeah, big deal. Oh, this one's stuck. This one has stuck. Okay. Flip it over. Like a pancake. There we go. Ah, no, don't do that. May or may not just be burning yolk now. Whoops. That one's runny. I don't want it runny. I mean, I do like it runny, but I'll let it actually cook. Let it actually cook. The heat's off, so I can put these away. heat is off, so I can put these away. That should have cooked through by now. Yep. Bit of that goodness. Put this immediately into a very cold sink of water. Sure. Clean off some of this mess I just made. Cleaned this hob last night. I cleaned it last night. Jesus. Okay. Egg and cheese bap, only mildly burnt. That's my breakfast. Eat this and we can get back to bread making. Not bad. The cheese hides how burnt this is pretty well. That barbecue sauce is great. I've definitely had worse breakfasts. This is really good. Now for the one I didn't burn. Better. Yeah, better. I forgot how quickly that skillet gets up to temperature. Because it's so small. Yeah, there's not a lot of mass there to heat up. Not bad. Could have done without all the smoke, but yeah, not bad. this rising? Not at all. No signs of life. Ha. Well, rise. Rise, I tell you, rise. Now that's going to need hours. That is going to need hours. Kind of wanted to have the bread made, but guess I'll have to sleep and then wake up to make bread, and then go back to sleep and then wake up to take the bread out. That sounds like fun, he says sarcastically. Right, well, I'll do some other chores while I wait. It just needs to rise enough that I can shape it in the dish. Then I can leave it to rise the rest of the way in the actual loaf pan. My jar of beef fat is looking a bit odd. Does beef fat go off? I mean, it shouldn't, right? Fat was a method of preserving food hundreds of years ago. I mean, it still is, but that's more of a choice rather than a need. Yeah, my beef fat is looking a bit weird. It's probably fine. It's only been in that jar a month. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, to be honest. There's not enough in there for me to fry anything in it, so I'll have to use it for potatoes, maybe? Like roast potatoes? Aha! You have turned on, starting to mix. I'm waiting for that hob to get just cool enough that I can put the dough on top of it to speed rise. Oh yeah, right, I needed to get that spinning. Oh. Yeah, I tightened it. Okay, now I actually have something to drink. I will need a glass for that. When was the last time I used this? It's so dusty. That's why you store your glasses upside down, people. So the inside doesn't get dusty. Yeah, one of the interesting things about being me is I don't like doing the washing up. I find it to be a really boring task. So I own about 3 times the amount of cutlery and plates and glasses that I actually need. So I can host a dinner of 12 people, in theory. I have enough cutlery for it. I have enough plates. I do not have a big enough table or enough food. But it looks like I am prepared to host the gibberish has started. It looks like I'm prepared to host like a dinner party for 12 people or more based on the amount of stuff I have in my kitchen. I'm tired. I'm tired. Tired. Never mind. Who cares? Being tired in the kitchen. That doesn't hurt people. Never ends badly. Nah. Why would that end badly? Why would that end badly? I need to lose weight. I really do. Like, I don't notice the size of this too often because I'm looking from up here. Like, looks fairly smooth. Looks fine. And then you see yourself side on. Ugh. Thankfully, it's just the belly. It is just the belly. I haven't gone up like trouser size or anything. It's just the belly. Which is annoying, but, you know, it's not forcing me to buy new clothes. Yeah, it's still too hot. You're not really supposed to use the point at which you have to buy a new wardrobe to determine whether or not you've gained too much weight, but I guess it works. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Ugh. Maybe I shouldn't lean up against that. What day is it today? Friday? Yeah, Friday the 1st. Anything going on in town today? No, don't focus on the wall. Piece of... Don't lock focus either. Oh, you piece of... Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So how is everyone doing this fine Friday morning at 10:45 in the morning? Yikes. That early. That late in the day and I haven't been to sleep yet. I laugh at it, but it's really not good. Yeah, that should be fine. Speed! If I start to smell burning plastic, then it's not fine. Just double check. You're not hot enough to burn plastic? Nope. Nope. I need a chair. This is going to be a long one. one chair. So much better on my knees. I sound like an old man now. I'm only 27. I'm not ready to sound like I'm 40. Should I just fall asleep here? I'm fairly comfortable. Okay, I'm not that comfortable. Ah, now I have to stand up. Now I have to stand up. And I have to move the laptop. Laptop's in the way. Oh, look at that. Put it on top of a heat source. It starts to rise. This is so much fun. Such an entertaining stream. Leave that to soak. sit back down. Oh, ha, 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 the chair is so nice. Oh, okay, whoops. Almost. Are you done? How much mixing is there to do? Anyway. I'm going to shape that into the loaf dish now. Loaf pan, loaf whatever. The loaf. I'm going to loaf it. Sharp. You bastard. Okay. You don't want to come off? That's fine. You're all nice and stuck down, are you? Well... That's really stuck. Yeah, it's got that nice yeasty alcohol smell, so the yeast is definitely alive. Cool. Not so cool. Yeah, turn that on. Sure. Nice. Get another spoon because you didn't realise you still needed one. Not going for any kind of fancy pattern here, we just want a loaf of bread. Make sure it's all nice and in here. Right, now you leave that to rise. Now we leave that to rise. How long? Well, about as long as that's going to take. So I guess that's the end of the stream, because I might as well take a nap. This is going to be another 3.5 hours. That's probably going to be another 3.5 hours. Yeah. I'll come back for a late lunch stream, maybe, where I will figure out what I will be eating for late lunch, if at all. I don't know. Yeah, right, that's the end of the stream. I'm fairly certain there's no one here. It's the wrong time of day.